Hi, everybody. Welcome back. Welcome back. My name is Astraea Love, and I'm here to do a tarot reading for you guys today. So I've been getting a lot of pushback from people. So you guys, thank you for everybody that supports me and for the people that stalk me and harass me and bully me and copyright me and all of this shit that's going on behind the scenes that work for YouTube. I'm formally accusing you and reporting you to the Most High God and doing my job. Okay. So when your life falls apart, you're going to know that's because of what you were doing to chosen light workers and star seeds on the fucking internet when you should have never had a job in the first place and should have been fired. And yeah, the people that are messing with me on the internet, I will sue you. I take pictures of and evidence of every fucking thing that goes on this internet. And so I will be taking people to court. People that keep fucking with my finances and fucking with my platform and trying to shadow ban me and gatekeep me. I will take you to court. People think that they're not seen. I don't know why they would think that. Why would anybody think that God does not see? People straight up are retarded to me. I don't know. I don't understand people. Anyways, fuck those people. But those of you that support me, thank you. Please like the video. It would really help. And again, I'm only taking for questions. I'm only taking $20 super chats. If you send me a PayPal donation or a PayPal or a Cash App, that I won't accept that for questions. Okay, just point blank period, because I've already tried that and somebody took advantage right away. Welcome in, Ragnarok. I hope you're having a good day. I was gonna say I hope you had a good 4th of July, but you're in Canada, so you didn't have a 4th of July. Well, you did have a 4th of July. It just wasn't, filled with fireworks and stuff like that. In America, on the 4th of July, it's our Independence Day. It's kind of sad how many people have an Independence Day from England, but yeah, so we do fireworks and all that stuff. Canada Day is the 1st. Wow, that is so interesting. So that's kind of close together, actually. Okay, so you guys make sure you're familiar with my legal disclaimer. It is in the description box below. But by watching my videos, you're agreeing to the contract of being in control of yourself, being responsible for yourself, and with any of the information being channeled. Be on your best behavior because the Most High God is watching and the Holy Spirit is listening. By watching my videos, you're agreeing to not attack, bully, or persecute me for my calling. Also, this contract includes copywriting, shadow banning, gatekeeping, and plagiarism of my messages. Everything said on this platform is copyrighted by the Most High God and the Holy Spirit, so don't steal messages from them. Okay, now we're going to do the prayer. So I ask that the Most High God continue to give us the light of God, the glory of God, and the grace of God, and the heavenly host armies. We ask that the Most High God continue to order our steps when dealing with anything in the spiritual realm and the psychic realm. Also, I ask that God and specifically the archangels, Archangel Michael, please block out any evil or anyone or anything that would try to negatively influence or impact this reading in any way. I pray for the highest light, the highest wisdom, and the highest truth to come out to me and my subscribers and my collective. And I pray for all of my subscribers. So now as I call upon your personal favor, I ask that you would give us the full armor for protection during our life's mission and work here on the earth. I am eternally grateful for your favor, Heavenly Source, and for your unfailing love. Thank you for blessing me and my subscribers, and thank you for healing the sick and creating miracles in your holy name, Lord my God. I give gratitude and thanks. I pray into thy holy presence and meditate upon your divine will. And in any other messages that you guys have, sometimes when I sit down, well, actually almost every time when I sit down, before I can even start, I get 700 million downloads just like all of a sudden. And then I'm like, okay, I still have to do the intro and stuff like that. Like, how am I going to remember all this stuff? There's a reason Britain kind of took over the world. Yeah, they did. Holy shit. How many people have to have an Independence Day because of them is ridiculous. Yeah, the Saxons. Really, I didn't know the Saxons were the lost tribes of Israel. That's interesting. I have heard of Ephraim. Is that what it is? I've heard of that or seen it somewhere before, but I'm not for sure what it means. Yeah, down to the 3 notable tribes that made their way to the Isles. I see. The Jacob Stone. See, I don't know anything about the Jacob Stone either. I'll have to look into that. And the lion symbol. Yeah, the Britain has the lion. They have it a lot everywhere. And now it has to do with the lost tribe. Okay, thank you for telling me that. I had no idea. So today's topic is basically about somebody trying to put the police on y'all. Well, energy with, okay. Hi, Christine. Welcome in. Okay. Is that supposed to say emergency? Emergy. I don't know what emergy means. With triangle aluminum doing my sofits on the roof. Ooh, and stratus on another roof. Nice, Christine. So let me know if you have a question, or if you want me to look into anything, okay? It was foretold in the Bible that the lost tribes would become a company of nations. Really? Company of Nations, British Commonwealth. Wow. Wow, that's wild. That is wild. Okay. Okay, let me look into the energy. So I feel like I want to use a different deck. Wow, this one really? I'm always surprised when they lead me to this one because it's like it's called the Healing Oracle. I'm always surprised because it's got a lot of words on each of the card. Okay. So first of all, I'm getting something with the sacral chakra. There was some type of event, like it could have been anything in your life really, but that triggered something with the sacral chakra. So that's kind of where I'm feeling it would really benefit you right now to if you have the stone carnelian, this is what it looks like. Okay, it's really good for the sacral chakra. Also, if you have amber, this is like a couple different types of amber. Amber would be another really good stone because I feel like whatever this energy is, it's has to do with the relationship. So I don't know if you talked to somebody from the past, or maybe you interacted with a family member, or maybe that's okay. You're doing citrine. Great. Great. You know, citrine is one of the crystals that does not absorb negative energy. So I'm always going to tell you guys, and it's always got that abundance energy. Okay, so it feels like somebody is trying to mess with your relationship to finances and your relationship with your family members. Okay, they either don't want you to support your family members, or they don't want you to be in alignment for something that you're about to get. And did I not just look at these? So why this? Okay, acceptance just came out in the reverse. I'm like, these are supposed to all be, they're not supposed to be upside down. So there's something that it could be hard to accept. It says, I accept every step that life presents me without resistance. There may be something that you're having a little bit of resistance to. It could be this change that's coming in. Maybe you're about to take a step in a new direction, or you're about to start something new, or it could be you investing more time into something that maybe you felt like was not worth anything before. Maybe you were like, again, this could be your health, it could be your wealth, it could be anything. But I feel like when you're taking your eggs, instead of putting all your eggs in one basket, you're basically splitting them up into two, is what I'm being shown. It says that I try to find out what the universe is trying to teach me so that I can grow. Thus, I advance in freedom on the path of light. Okay, so there are ones that are upside down in here. So I guess we'll just leave it. I usually want my cards always to be in the upright, but sometimes that's just not the way it goes. So something with acceptance. Okay. This could also be needing to accept that a certain relative or person that was in your life is the way that they are. Self-love. I attend to my needs. So I do feel like you are loving yourself at this time. Okay. It could be unconditional self-love that you're working on. For that, I would use rose quartz crystal. Rose quartz does not attract romantic love. Okay. When people say, oh, I'm going to attract a man with a rose quartz, good luck with that. You'll be doing that for years and you'll never attract anybody. Rose quartz is for unconditional love. This is why, okay, so we're coming out with a book that has all the definitions to crystals, and I'll let you guys know when that's available. But basically, we've been working on it for years now. And crystals are great, but if you don't know what they do, it's kind of like crappy because you don't know how to use them. So that's why we're writing a book about it. Well, we've actually written the book. We're just getting it published and stuff. So I'll let you guys know about that. I guess Spirit, I was not going to tell anybody about that, but Spirit says that it's okay today to talk about it. So self-love, it says, I answer the requests of my body and my soul, thus I learn to love myself. Okay, so I do feel like you're in this energy of self-love. You're much more giving to yourself than maybe you were in the past. I do feel like you have a guardian angel or spirit guide that is hovering. You may feel this energy around you. Red string on the left hand, wow, is necessary to block magics from entering. Interesting. Joy. Yeah, like a child, I discover joy in the simplicity of life. Happiness lies in magical movements, not in the material. Even the smallest joy is a great source of life. Why am I picking up a copycat energy, Christine? I'm picking up somebody either, I don't know if this is a workplace thing or what they're trying to copy, but somebody wants to steal your joy. But it's still coming out in the upright, which means they're not going to be successful at this. Whatever they were thinking. I also feel like it could be somebody that you consider to be like family, you know, that is basically wants you to put them before you putting you. You know what I'm like, wants you to put them before yourself. Gratitude. Yeah, this person could be saying that you're ungrateful for them in some type of way. It says, I am aware of the light in my life. I direct my thoughts to the beauty in and around me. I give thanks to God for every little thing that brings me joy. Isn't that interesting that there was joy and gratitude, and then the gratitude is explaining how to access joy. And joy is one of those emotions I feel like sometimes can be a hit and a miss. Like sometimes we'll strive for joy, but we'll end up with just happiness, you know? Joy is really an elated feeling. I consider it to be almost synonymous with bliss. When you're in this high vibration, bliss, joy, self-love, you are connected to your higher self. So I do feel like an expansion of your gifts is happening. It's been happening for the past couple of weeks, and it's going to continue forward. And the more that you, Christine, give gratitude for these abilities, and this actually is for everybody, giving gratitude for the abilities that you have, the more these gifts are going to open up. If you're picking up some suspicious energy from somebody, trust it, because you're dead on. Like I feel like your accuracy has gone up probably another 50%. It just feels like you're much more accurate. What is that? That's not even a word. So yeah, this says, thus I enlighten my thoughts. Riches surround me and I appreciate all that life brings to me. Somebody is trying to suck up your energy. I feel that. Okay, so you guys, when you feel a tugging on your energy, Christine, this is really important. When you're laying down and if you feel your energy leaving your body or you feel a tugging, that's another person. There's no reason in any type ever, like any situation, that your energy, instead of being in your own system, should be being pulled out of you. Okay, so there's somebody that does not accept you for who you are. Okay, they don't want you to love yourself because I guess you were much more compliant when you didn't love yourself. But I feel like you've been loving on yourself for a long time. That's why this person's so sore about it. But again, it kind of does feel like it could be coming from a family member, and they may unknowingly feel this way about you, but they're not going to say anything. They're just going to basically use like remarks to try to bring you down to their perspective, but their perspective is way down here and you're way up here. I feel like your positive thinking is helping you soar at this time. You know, having gratitude and positive thinking is going to beat all the pessimism and if you feel any fear or anxiety about making a change or moving in a new direction, this is basically you getting confirmation that this positive thinking, you changing the way that you think about things, is going to change the outcome. It always does. It says, my life is full of small patches of light. I direct my thoughts to that which brings me well-being. I place what is weighty for me into the hands of the universe. Little by little, the light awakens in my being and I find serenity. So this is when Spirit is telling me that when this wind comes in, you may literally be releasing somebody or something or an old way of living. When this new comes in, celebrate it, but don't flaunt it in somebody's face. Somebody feels like you're flaunting your spiritual abilities and your light and your positive thinking in their face. I mean, that's kind of a weird way of thinking, but somebody does feel that way. Look at that transformation. They see you going through this transformation. Like I said, when your gifts are expanding, you are transforming. You guys are never like you're never going to be the same that you were yesterday because of this energy of transformation that surrounds you. It says, I am constantly evolving. I improve inwardly by working on my weaknesses and refining my strengths. Life ensures that I'm presented with situations that will help me learn and grow. I am aware of my progress and I open my wings to the light. So first of all, when we can become aware of, the number 143 is very significant actually to this reading, because that is a number about awareness and transformation. It's also about evolution. When we become aware of what our weaknesses are, we can basically beat the enemy. I feel like you're one move away from stopping a whole alternate dimension from forming. It feels like, Christine, when you went to sleep, you moved into a new dimension or it could be a new way of living, but you basically shifted timelines into a new space. And that's, you've united. It's like you're integrating different parts of yourself. Also, this transformation is going to bring you like a lot of extra years. It's going to just renew your age, basically. I'm literally picking up on that. So inner work in the reverse. So you may want to focus on doing some inner work, especially if you're seeing, I'm getting like monitoring spirit energy. There's like flies or something like that, birds. So, okay. So we talked about monitoring spirits before, but this inner work says God brings me the ideal situations for my inner healing. Okay. So this is going to help you with the inner work, because that's all that I'm seeing needs to be done. Spirit's taking care of everything in the external reality, but it's this internal reality that just needs to be shifted a little bit. So it says, as I become aware of my weaknesses, wow, talking about weaknesses twice in a row, from transformation to inner work. Yeah, because somebody really does think that you're weak. Your kindness is a weakness, but I definitely believe that your kindness is a strength. I turn them into strengths. I direct my thoughts towards the light and see the positive side of every situation of my life. Darkness turns into courage. Thus, I get stronger. So yeah, transformation, inner work, inner healing. These two were talking about the same exact thing. I'm also hearing that you could be getting a lot of downloads right now and not know what to do with them. Okay, anytime you get a download from the universe, whether it's a dream or if it's a message that you just hear from your spirit, or if it's something that you're like, I'm sitting on the side of a cliff and I see a butterfly and then a hummingbird comes by, whatever this is that you're witnessing in nature, I would be writing it down. Because if the message doesn't make sense right at that time when you receive it, that's absolutely okay, because you will understand it in the future. Okay. But writing it down helps you keep memory of it, so that if something comes up, you'll go, oh, okay, this is the interpret. Why I'm saying to do this is because when you see it, two doves, you could get the impression of one thing. You could see a vision of something. And then in the future, like, I'll give my example. One time I was staring at the moon and I saw a pair of hands. This was like with my eyes open, hand a baby over to another pair of hands. What did I think? This was a long time ago. I thought, oh, I'm going to have a baby. No, it was not. That was not the message. The message was that my goddaughter was passing away. Okay. And she was a baby, an infant. And so I wrote that down in my journal. But then, like, afterwards, when that happened, I was like, oh, that's what that vision meant. That's what it was trying to show me. Okay. So, that's why I'm saying to write it down, and then write it down in something that other people can't have access to, because you got somebody that is definitely interested in you. Learning to love myself. I choose to see the beauty in me. My wealth lies in my nature and potential. I transform my weaknesses into strengths. I realize that I am a being of light and I allow myself to shine. Yeah. So don't be afraid. Like, doing the inner work is really good, because then when you go to do something on the external reality, the inner work is already reflecting God. So you want to basically just use that premise of going within, learning to love yourself, accessing the higher parts of yourself, and then allowing your gifts to do what they do. It may seem like they're all firing off at once, and it's just because you're going through this ascension right now. Faith. Yeah, somebody thinks that could be somebody else could be really thinking that you are being punished for something, but you're not. Somebody wants you to believe that. Like, I just had to say that. Somebody wants you to give up faith. Literally. They feel like you having faith in God is what is creating the positive outcome. And so what if it is? I mean, it's not just that, but obviously it's self-love, and knowing that the inner work, any external problem that you're experiencing has you have an inner problem that's going on as well. And it's only a problem until you neutralize the energy. When you put your attention and focus on it, sometimes it can amplify the energy. But when you're connected with your higher self, that's why I would always be saying, I invite my higher self forward into my consciousness and awareness now. And you can state, okay, Spirit, I'm going to work on doing the inner work and loving myself, and then just go into meditation. You're going to get a lot of answers back on how to do this. Being true. I am true to myself and others. I remove my mask and stop creating illusions. I have confidence in who I am, and I reveal the good in me. I do not need to hide or prove anything. Somebody wants you to feel like you need to hide and prove something specifically. Those stuck out very much so. I replace shame with the power of love and truth. Yeah, you don't need to be you don't need to be afraid of this. Okay, let's do one more for you, Christine. But yeah, so working with the stone carnelian, you could also get a sacral chakra bowl, singing bowl. That would also help. Or you could do a sacral chakra meditation. I'm sure that they definitely have sacral chakra, like binaural, or what are they called? The beats that you can listen to. I think they're called binaural beats. Faithfulness. That is so funny. We're literally talking about faith. Okay, so I commit to my mind, heart, and will. I am devoted to the needs of my soul. I trust in myself, in God, and the universe. Yeah, so trusting yourself. It could be literally something that maybe was suppressed when you were a child, one of these abilities. It's this inner work that you're doing is going to literally bring these gifts out. So yeah. And whatever this energy that is around you, I feel like it's watching you, but it can't hurt you. This is not an energy that is a threat. It's just an energy that is like watching you to see how you progress. So that's what I'm getting, Christine, for you to work on. But I do feel like a lot of good is coming your way. That could be why you're experiencing some strange energy. It might be an ex that you have that could be sending that energy. But I don't want you to focus on who it is. I want you to focus on just doing the inner work. And then that outer situation, like that person may try to send you energy again. But once you have done this inner work that you're clearly working on, hi, welcome in, Shaman Maria. It's not going to be able to affect you. It's basically like they'll try to trigger you, but the triggers won't have any effect. Because what these energies, I won't even call them people, what these energies want is a reaction from you, and they want you to react in a way that they can slander, basically. But you do have people that are on your side, Christine, in spirit and in the physical. So I'm not saying that you can't trust everyone, but there is an energy that could be attached to your family, or it could be an ex that is, the same, basically. They're a hater. They're a hater of you because you're happy without them. That's only this is literally narcissism that you're dealing with. And so you're very empathic. They're very narcissistic, which creates, an abusive situation almost in every circumstance. I love that little mermaid emoji. That's adorable. Okay, so So yeah, this energy of somebody trying to set you up and set the police on you or whatever this is ridiculous shit, you guys. This is something that somebody just decided that they were going to do. They thought that they were going to swap out energies with you. Okay, so I hope that helped you, Christine. If you have anything else that you want to say, I am always open for ears. Or if you have anything else that you need looked at, but I would focus on the sacral chakra right now, because it's just healing that relationship with yourself, just like the cards were saying. I'm actually glad that I used that deck. I'm glad that spirit led me to it. I don't use it very often. Okay, so yeah, this person is in trouble for something. They're already connected to the police in some type of way. Okay. Knight of Wands energy. This is definitely the energy of this person. Okay. This could be somebody that wants to have some type of sexual relationship. This is definitely somebody. If you're a divine feminine, this person is upset that they cannot have access to your womb anymore. If you're a divine masculine, this is a complete hater. This could even be somebody that is on the DL. They could be on the download, or they could be part of the LGBTQ plus, or they could have been part of the LGBTQ plus. And now they're trying to go straight or something like that. I don't know. This person's got very weird shape-shifty energy. I feel like their shape-shifting weirdness, this person is weird to me. Their energy shapeshifts literally between male and female. So this could even be a female energy that is in a male body. It feels like it could be like that. This person's bitch made, point blank, period. I don't know what else to say about that. Very entitled energy. This person feels like it's their way or the highway. That they also feel like they need to. This person is coming for somebody's destiny. Okay. How are they doing that? They're using a King of Wands. There's somebody else that they're talking to, or they've been talking to this person. Okay, this King of Wands literally could be somebody that rules over a certain part of like Parliament, is what I just heard. Wow. Government. This could literally be somebody that rules over one of the lesser fractions of it. Like, well, this could be somebody that is also, they feel like they're a creative genius, but if these people are the creative geniuses, then why do they need your energy to create? That's what I'm wondering. Also, they're very sexually driven people, very much acting from their primal sexual nature. I know that sounds weird. Yeah, this is definitely about your inheritance, you guys, the gifts that God has given you. Because the Four of Pentacles card, whenever you see that, this is about literally like somebody wanting to control your wealth, somebody wanting to control the amount of money you have, somebody wants you to be poor. These people are not poor. I mean, not yet. They're about to be, but like they're not poor quite yet. They're on the brink of going poor. Also, people feel like you're only going to use your gifts to help yourself. So what if you do? God gave you gifts to use to help yourself. I don't know why that is confusing. I'm also getting a very heavy feeling like, this person wanted to swap out their heavy, whatever this heavy energy is. It's too much weight, first of all. They wanted to swap out energy, but they failed at this. I do feel like these people do this practice quite often. And so they're real confused. Why? Like they were able to siphon from you in the past. These people were able to harvest energy in the past. They're pissed off because they're not able to harvest this energy anymore. The Four of Wands, you're going to be using your gifts and skills that God gave you to create, positive goals, outcomes, like books, plays, movies, whatever this is. Like you're going to be, helping people. And then also completing things. You're going to also be receiving financial rewards for any completed work. Money doesn't necessarily mean happiness, but that just means that you're going to be successful with using your abilities. And this is in any type of way. So yeah, I was just seeing that somebody feels really guilty for God is doing back to these people what they were doing to you, and this is why they're feeling a little bit of guilt. Knight of Pentacles. I'm picking up on specifically a group of men, masculine energies that are associated with these cops. Maybe these are the actual cops. But yeah. Why in the hell they're trying to send police after you? This is a waste of resources. And it's a waste of time. It's also a waste of money. Like I said, resources. Well, yeah, resource could be time. But this Knight of Pentacles energy is somebody who takes their job seriously. See, the way I'm looking at it is that they're turned away from one another. So it's like this way, they're turned away from one another. This is how it's laid out. These two people are kind of turned towards each other. This person is turned away. So this person, the Knight of Pentacles, could be unaware of the energy harvesting and what these people have been trying to do with the setup. They could be really actually deceived. Justice. Spirit, why is this showing up? Why is this a group of men? Or do we even need to know why it's a group of men? Does it matter, I guess? For some of you guys, it's going to be that these are the police officers. They're masculine energies. Yeah, Six of Swords. These people, look at this, having to flee by water. And I hope that this is not talking about the Diddy case, because I don't want to talk about that shit. I mean, I literally feel like they're going to either release him or some weird shit only to, basically re-indict him. So this shit is not over. This is just this is how the feds will fucking play games. They will play games and make you think that you're going to go free or you're getting away with it. And then boom, here comes the death. So yeah, these people are also experiencing an unfavorable experience when it comes to a lawsuit. This could be about following up on false charges. So yeah, this could definitely be about following up on false charges. These people were trying to illegally surveillance you. And this is what they got. Illusions. After all of this time, they're also not able to cope with these illusions because literally these people feel like they've been tricked or deceived. Yeah. Where is your poetry? Oh, I like it. That last comment. Yeah, that's cute. Wow. Seriously. This illusion that they were creating was like supposed to do you in for. Finally, these people thought, we're going to finally get that person. So this is making me wonder if police officers, if people of the law, if they really do go after and target innocent people. Because why in the hell? They keep misinterpreting reality for an illusion. Obviously, these people are about to go through an awakening. They're definitely grieving. In the Five of Cups, I knew that this card would come out. They're grieving over these illusions that they believed. Ooh, they feel kind of stupid. But some of these people are still, they still are trying to get some type of charge put on you. But again, this is like if somebody's trying to copy and steal your work, or if they're trying to impersonate you, or even do anything to sacrifice to you, this is going to be a backfire that they're going to not be able to deal with. Also, this is disappointment in a love relationship and a friendship. These people are like not talking to each other. They're definitely warlock energy. The Hierophant, they're all part of a Hierophant group. So this could be a religion, you guys. This could be seriously people in a religion. Sometimes people will say that, oh, they're of, whatever religion, they're of Islam, they're of Christianity. Just know that just because somebody says that shit, just like this same thing with Wiccanism, just because somebody says that they're a witch does not actually mean that they're a witch. Just because they say that they're a warlock or high priest or whatever doesn't actually mean that they hold any authority. People are going to say whatever, that they're people of Islam and whatever, but do they actually obey the rules of that religion? Hell no, because there's nothing in any of these religions that gives you the right to try to crucify somebody. and to try to put them in prison. Okay? There's, bearing false witness, all that shit. These people are fucking stupid. They don't believe in, they believe that they need you for something. They need your gifts for something. Why don't these people just come ask you for your help? Oh, because they're fucking liars and warlocks and weirdos. And they know that you would probably say no immediately. Like literally, they know that you would say no. I'd be like, hey, will you help us with this? Nobody wants to be questioned by the fucking police. Like, shut up, yo. Ain't nobody got time for that unless you're willing to pay me to ask me a bunch of dumb questions. I would just be like, no. And that's, these people know that they've got to trap you in some way to get this information out of you. What information is that? Something that they feel like, maybe these people are feeling guilty for crimes they've committed and they wonder if you're knowing about it. Yeah, you can see through these people. The Five of Swords, these people are always putting themselves first. They feel like they need to do something to you so that they can continue to put themselves first. Now that is really selfish. These people, just because they hold some authority in the physical realm, trust me, God is the most powerful thing that exists, and God can undo anybody's position of authority at any time. And that's what these people need to understand, is that God is the one that is in control, and these people are not in control. If they were in control, they wouldn't be stuck in the Seven of Cups illusions, believing bullshit from people that are idiots connected to this Hierophant group. This could even be the younger people in a church picking on somebody. This is just because you're chosen. The Tower, literally them doing this illegal, immoral conduct that they are doing. Okay, it's putting themselves in the tower. They're doing this shit to themselves, which means an abusive power equals a tower. All aspects of their life are open to disaster. That is not a joke. These people are not going to be in a good space. I mean, tomorrow, it may be even right now that these people are realizing that they are in the tower because they were trying to come for an innocent person. And that's pretty sad. This person set the police up to fail. Basically, literally, whoever this person is that snitched on you or told on you to these people, they set these cops up to be annihilated. I hope that these police officers realize that whoever they listen to set them up to be fired and to be taken off of this planet, or maybe not off the problem, maybe sent to hell, but whatever. Basically, that somebody by getting these people to investigate illegally surveillance and attack, bully, and persecute and gang stalk somebody in the collective, it basically it's getting these people and their bloodlines wiped out. God does not play about that. He said, touch not thine anointed. And these people have tried to use illegal means and illegal whatever, just lies and bullshit to come and touch you. And that's, their energy is like, if I could just touch the hem of their garment. Bitch, who said you could touch the garment? You can't touch anything. Everything that these people touch turns to shit. So I wouldn't want them touching anything, coming anywhere near me. And I don't care what type of authority they have. They're betrayed. Three of Swords. They were betrayed by somebody. Cruelty, abuse, and separation causes emotional upheaval. You could have left a community and the police in this community are freaking out because they can't energy harvest off you anymore. Wow. You vampiric pieces of shit. Literally. Get it together. Get it together, police. You're embarrassing everyone. You're embarrassing yourselves. Good God. Straight up embarrassing as fuck. That, first of all, I don't think that these people should be police officers because they don't have any common sense or any wisdom. Yeah, I do get that this person has brown hair. Like dark brown hair. Like darker than my hair, brown hair. So yeah, these people need to accept the blame because they are to blame. And I formally accuse and report them to the Most High God because this is ridiculous. They shouldn't be trying to frame innocent people. I feel like that's going a bit too far. The 10 of Wands. These people are carrying the 10 of Wands, a constant battle. These people cannot even look up from their burdens. They don't, I'm telling you, these people are like literally about to get hit really hard by Archangel Michael. This talks about their responsibilities are suffocating them. They will be tested. Yeah. There's no escape from their burdens, basically. These police officers are majorly burdened because they thought that, and this could be about some weird sexual shit. I'm also getting that somebody could be on the dark web. They could be putting videos of you in your home on the dark web. This is because you have star ability and you have psychic powers. That doesn't give anybody the right to illegally surveillance you and, you know, illegally investigate you. The thing is that whoever is behind this is they're going to come up in this rating. They can't hide their energy anymore. This person at one point was able to hide who they were, but no, not today. 9 of Swords, a 10 of Wands, and the 9 of Swords carrying burdens. They're grieving. They don't know why all of this stuff in their life is happening, why they're losing their health, why they're losing their money, why they're getting fired, why all this shit is happening. These people don't realize. I mean, they were warned. They were given warning after warning after warning to stop persecuting the civil prophets of this world. They were warned. They were told. They were given signs. The same type of signs that you received, these people were given also signs and indications to leave you all alone, straight up. And so basically, yeah, you're right. They're just they're just proving your anointing at this point. As far as them being able to come towards you with they don't have the energy to even come towards you like that. The police in the reverse. Seriously. Says success through underhanded means, ruthless in dealing with others. This is how they came to you on this bullshit? Nah. It says that exploits others for their own advancement, wins by intimidation, obsessed with money and power, no concern for others' feelings and needs, a decadent attitude, misfortune, defeat, restlessness, a strong desire to change one's lives. Whatever this witchcraft is that's going on around this situation, it's basically being broken right now. I can feel it. It's like when you pull a rubber band back and snap it. It's like this is like about to snap, and then people are going to be real hurt. These officers were stupid for this. This was dumb. This was just a horrible idea. The Empress. Yeah. Okay. So that again, and if these cops are trying to persecute your Empress, you guys need to pray for your person. If you are this divine feminine energy, then now you know why. Okay. But they're trying to come for somebody who's a parent also. Not okay. It's not okay to pull innocent people off the street and take them from their families and put them in a prison cell because these people like that person's energy. I mean, I wish these people would say the shit that they think out fucking loud. I wish that they would say it out loud so they could hear how retarded it is. Truly. And they could be trying to stop an Empress from being with an Emperor. Again, whose business is that? I feel like that is none of these people's business who you're with. You got some definite fucking haters though. The 7 of Wands. I swear to God, if these people put you in the 7 of Wands and make you defend yourself, you will take them out. Like the universe will take these people out because they're not doing their job correctly. They're not being of service to anything, and they're being a vampiric entity to society. Yeah, God will absolutely take these people out. Okay. And if you have to defend yourself, the way that you protect yourself may be literally what's putting these people in the towers, because you could be praying Psalm 91, or you could be praying in general, and these people are now, your protection is annihilating them. And exactly, if your protection puts this enemy of yours in jail, these police officers that should not be officers, that are getting fired, getting shot, whatever it is, these people are going to be unalived for doing this. What I just say, the 10 of Swords, they're going to literally be in the 10 of Swords. The 8 of Swords, the 10 of Swords, the 8 of Swords is definitely jail. Okay. And then it's talking about also that solutions do exist, but the ones that they've come up with are not the answer. You know what I mean? Yeah. these people definitely underestimated you, which was the stupidest thing to do. Also, these people with the 10 of swords, their home life is going to be interrupted. These people that have been watching you, their wives are finding out what these cops have been doing, and they're wanting divorces. I mean, these people's lives are having ending after ending after ending, betrayal after betrayal after betrayal, because they were going to betray you. So God is making everybody around them betray them. This was all over in Ace of Pentacles. So let me tell you that these people wanted you to defend some shit that's given to you by God. This does not even need you to defend it, because this is coming from God. This is insured, okay? This is literally the universe giving this to you. Nope, these people want to work against the universe. Let them try. This is also about fame and public recognition, you being seen for doing something good. You could be seen as like, you know, they could literally be seeing you rise up into fame and getting access to this whole Ace of Pentacles. Why these police officers feel like they're entitled to it. And again, this better not be about the diddler. I don't want to talk about his dumbass. Fucking feds, just get your shit together. Literally stop persecuting innocent people. There's so many people that are actual criminals that these people could go for, and then God would reward them for putting away actual criminals. But when these people are doing the opposite of the good, opposite of what the right thing is to do, you know, God sees that shit. So God's going to make these people a believer. Maybe they don't believe in God. So yeah, this is about you having public fame, recognition, and a community, and a 10 of Pentacles. Okay. This is something that you're building, though. I don't feel like these people feel like God just came in and gave you something. God just came in and gave you this, that God's giving you this Empress, this star energy, and this 10 of Pentacles, and the Ace of Pentacles, and the 6 of Wands. That's incorrect. We started with the 4 of Pentacles. This is what God gave you. Now, with what God gave you, you have created the rest of this. So again, this is you creating with God. It's not all God and it's not all you. You guys work together to create this. So again, these people are just, you know, they feel like, well, God always gives them everything. Okay, so you should fucking put this person in jail. Shut up, bitch. It makes no sense, because this person can see the crimes that you commit. All these people have to do is stay out of your energy. If they don't mess with your energy, you're not going to be directed to see what is going on with them. And they don't realize that they're causing their own suffering at this point. Death, literally. 10 of Swords and death. This is what they have to look forward to. They were told to stop. Jail, being 10 of Swords. And if this is about a stolen inheritance, these police officers are going to be forced to confess, basically. Because let me tell you this, that you have a higher form of government watching you. Okay. You could be on a government watch list. Whatever this is, anytime your name gets plugged into the system, big alarms go off, right? And so somebody set some real big alarms off when they tried to basically 10 of Swords you and put you in jail. And then they were going to try to put you in jail and then have you unalived. Literally. If I show you these 3 cards, you'll see boom, boom, and boom. That's what they were going to do. That's what their plan was to have you unalived in jail, and they were going to pay somebody in jail. And then they would have tried to use you as a sacrifice or some other weird shit. So this is why they wanted to put you in jail, but this is not going to work. You're not going to take an innocent mother from her children. You're going to take somebody, like, these people are really fucking foolish. Really naive. Just real naive. But yeah. So these ones popped out. They keep trying to mess with this Ace of Pentacles. I'm like, had to readjust the card like 5 times. So they keep trying to, what that pulling energy is, Christine, is somebody trying to pull on this Ace of Pentacles. Thank you for giving me clarification. The 4 of Cups, it says that these people have become more dissatisfied with the fact that they're not able to have you unalived in prison. Okay. The government has sent somebody in, a higher person, to look at why you were being investigated, and they're disagreeing with this entire plot, basically. They're asking the questions of, why were you targeting somebody that's in government programs like MK Ultra and shit. People that have been invested in. Why are you targeting this sun energy? They're literally being questioned about this. I feel like these people, this could be real time. These people could literally be being questions. Yeah, see? Exactly. I know this will make sense to you guys. These people could literally be being questioned about this right now. But this Knight of Swords person is acting like they're on the side of the police, but that person is not. That person is from the military. They are on the side of the military. They don't give not one, not two. They do not care about what these police officers were trying to accomplish. And if they were trying to get you thrown out of a home, get you thrown out of a city, get you anything to you, that is illegal. It is illegal to use resources in that way. Yes, the cops can lie to you, but can they come up and violently just attack you and spy on you and shit like that? No. There is something called the NSA that deals with that. And I feel like the NSA is involved here because there was, you're not guilty of anything. And even if you do something illegal, you're not going to get caught for it. Because it's probably, if you did anything illegal, it's probably something that normal people do. So it could be like if you smoke marijuana, somebody was trying to get you in trouble for that. No, these people need to sit down and shut the fuck up and become aware. Because first of all, you could have a license for that, or a doctor could have recommended it. Okay. So yeah, these people trying to contest everything about your existence is you did. Yeah. They're trying to contest everything about what your life is like. And these people don't even know. That's why they had to do all this spying and use all this witchcraft and shit, because they don't know what your life is actually like. They just know that, you're a loving person, somebody that nurtures others. And these people truly feel sad, like they were not nurtured in their life. Whose fucking fault is that, though? Queen of Wands. Yeah, this is definitely connected to a Queen of Wands who made a report. This could be an ex-girlfriend. I don't know who this person is to you. Could literally be an ex-girlfriend or something like that, or a sister-in-law. Some weird energy coming from that person. They definitely spend a lot of time up under the moon. You could also be being called to go out in the sun more. I definitely just make sure you're wearing sunscreen if you are, just make sure you're taking care of yourself. The sun can be brutal on your body. The trickster warlock who came at you. Yeah. Mommy issues for sure. And that looking at you to like suckle them. Like, what in the fuck, dude? You're not going to let this person suck on your tit. It's not your, I'm getting big Baphomet. These people worship Baphomet or some shit. I'm seeing that goat with the titties. You know what I'm saying? The Knight of Cups signifies a male under 40, romantic and calm nature. Yeah, these people make decisions with their heart. This Knight of Cups energy is really, really a confused person. They're sexually confused, but they're also confused. Maybe they made a love offer to this Queen of Wands. This Knight of Cups could have told this Queen of Wands to set you up for something. These people could even be a couple. This could be like a Taurus and a Capricorn, or this could be a Sagittarius and a Scorpio, or it could be a Leo and a Cancer. Any of those signs. Or it could be all of those signs, literally. These people are showing through the reading with. This is ridiculous. These people that made the false reports, this was a stupid idea. So stupid. King of Pentacles. So somebody, like I said, this person coming in that is a Fed or whatever is going to want to make a financial deal with these people. About the goat, yeah. That's literally, these people are going to want to make I feel like this could be a lawyer. This King of Pentacles could be a lawyer. These people could have gone to a lawyer and said that you advise them. Maybe you give spiritual advice. Maybe you were just talking to a friend. They said that you advise them in the wrong way. And it's like these readings, these are general readings. Yes, advice comes through, but it's what I can't control what anybody else does with the advice. And I'm not telling anybody to harm themselves or harm anybody else. And I never have and never will, because that's not the answer. I'm always going to tell you guys to go to God. And so maybe this person hates you because you go to God. This person could very well hate you because God loves you. I mean, that's crazy. Yeah, I'm getting that. I guess your favorite grove is what I'm being shown. You may end up finding a walking staff or like a stick that could be, transformed into a walking staff. Welcome in, Fashionista. I hope you're having a beautiful day, and welcome in, Amelia. I love your little emojis; are adorable. And I hope you guys had a good 4th of July as well. So yeah, this I feel like these people are extremely hubris. They're very arrogant. This King of Pentacles is trying to reason with them to get them to, maybe they're involved in some type of court case that they're losing. Literally, this King of Pentacles is trying to reason with them to get them to, when they give you like an offer, the lawyer will give you an offer, and what is it called? Whatever it's called, when they give you an offer and then you have a chance to be like, okay, I'll accept that, rather than going to full trial and all that. This person feels like they're going to get up on the stand and lie about you. I feel like that's going to backfire. I feel like this person's lawyer is advising them to not get on the stand. You did have thoughts of a walking staff. There's a grove with a rock and a stream. The water is like the rapids. So, wow. Yes. That may be where you find this walking staff. So, yeah, this is ridiculous. They're being given offers to basically just, take this lesser charge of making a false report. And then all of this extra illegal shit that these people have been doing will not be looked into. But these people are so dumb and arrogant. See, God is having the angels push these people to be arrogant so that they get on the stand, and so they lie under oath, and so they make a damn fool out of themselves. And then they're going to be thrown in jail for that. Literally. Hangman, they're going to be thrown in jail, sacrificed for that. And the sacrifice they wanted for you, no. That's not happening. That is not happening. This world where we put innocent people in prison and try to coax, wrong confessions. If you have to persuade somebody to confess and you confuse their mind to the point, like, this is where the police need to really back the fuck up. When they're trying to push this shit on people, they don't give a fuck who's actually guilty and who's not. They just want somebody to pay the crime for it so they don't have to do any more work. Well, if that's the way you feel, then you should get a different fucking job. One that doesn't require power, one that doesn't require common sense, one that doesn't require intelligence, you fucking idiot. Sorry, but these people are stupid. They should fucking get a job that a stupid person can do. And I'm not trying to make fun of people at all, but literally, these police officers are idiots. And this was such a bad idea. I can't believe that they would even go along with this shit. And I feel like some of these cops are waking up to the fact that everything that they received about you was a lie. Yeah, that these people just wanted to block your creative, projects. They basically have no creative energy. They're stagnated, and they wanted to use you as a sacrifice to create some type of deal to make money. Same old story, just different people. Yeah, you are not the sacrifice. God has already spoken about that. And the answer was no. Okay, nobody's going to be sacrificed. That's why I'm glad that you have this Knight of Swords who's actually coming after these police. You have somebody that's on your side, you guys. You really do. You have somebody that's on your side that's not going to allow anything that these cops try to put into motion. Like in the city where I used to come from, these people literally ticketed me without giving me an actual ticket. They just sent one in the mail, and then they sent a warrant with that ticket. Like what the fuck? Like, you can't, This is the bullshit that I am talking about. They're doing shit like this, trying to create illegal warrants and trying to ticket you without telling you you're getting a ticket. You've got to be fucking joking. This is not like, oh, you parked in the wrong place and you have a parking ticket left on your car. There was no type of notification whatsoever that was ever given. And then all of a sudden they set up a warrant. So you may want to call and make sure that you don't have any active warrants and that, you know, they haven't been trying to send you shit in the mail. If anybody's been messing with your mail, you know, you can always Google search yourself and see what comes up. But literally, they tried to do that. They tried to literally put me in jail on a ticket that they never even said that they were going to give me. And they sent it all at the same time. So how in the fuck would I have had time? It doesn't even make any sense. These people were trying to set me the fuck up to go to jail. And I just went and I paid the warrant. And then I was like, guess what? I'm going to make this real fucking easy for you pieces of shit. I'm going to move the fuck away from you people, out of your jurisdiction, and then I'm going to call down judgment and death upon your lives, basically. And that's what I've done. And this is the side effect. All these people that were behind this shit, like literally that were trying to stop you, they're going to be judged. Whether it's the spiritual courts that judge them or the physical courts, I don't care. They're going to be judged and they're going to have to stand before God and explain themselves and stand before Jesus and all this other shit that they put before them own selves. They're going to have to stand before that. Yeah, exactly. Wow. Wow. Yeah, so exactly, Ragnarok. I literally feel like, you know, and then if they're trying to do anything like put you in an insane asylum or trying to get you to admit to anything, this is all over some type of money that they feel like you have again or that you can create. This is all about what God is giving you. God has blessed you with stuff, and these people feel like, well, that you didn't do anything to deserve it, so they're just going to take it. No, they're not. They can try. It's going to be amusing watching them try and fail, but you're still going to receive, you know, public recognition for whatever this body of work is that you're creating. These people are in the Five of Pentacles. This is what they wanted for you. They wanted to sacrifice you, possibly sell your home. Maybe that's what this is about. Maybe people were trying to push you out of your house so that they could take over that property and sell it. Whatever this dumb shit is about, they're about to be homeless and penniless. And then they're going to really be looking up at God, begging for help. And God is going to turn away and say, no, why don't you go back to your fucking religion and do that some more? See if that gets you out of this shit. Literally, go back to your fucking false religion. And I'm not saying people's religions are false, but this is literally what the Most High is saying. No, these people are going to be told to go back to whatever ways of demonic worship or whatever the hell they were doing, Baphomet shit. And go back to Baphomet and see if Baphomet can give you an answer on how to move forward from this, how to get out of the Five Pentacles. Oh, the devil doesn't have the answer. Surprise, surprise. I mean, none of us are surprised, but these people are surprised. They're surprised at all that God has protected you at all. These people did not think that God loved you. And I don't know why they thought that. Look, this Five of Pentacles, this is because of what they keep doing up under the moon. These people could actually end up being legally charged. These cops that are doing witchcraft on you could be legally charged with doing witchcraft and allowing people to do witchcraft on other people, which is a crime. And if you have to be the case that sparks a new law to be set that witchcraft should not be allowed. In Pakistan, they just recently outlawed witchcraft. Good for them. I mean, it's not the people that use herbs to heal. It's not the people that drink teas and meditate. It's not that we need to be afraid of. There's really nothing we need to be afraid of, to be honest, because God is more powerful than anything else. But literally, these witches and warlocks, they only have power in like the lower dimensions and the lower realms. And so when we don't exist there, none of their shit is going to touch us. The Page of Cups. This is all over some bullshit offer that they were given to by a snitch, somebody that they relied on for information. Whatever this person is snitched about, they've committed every crime that they're saying that you committed, and you haven't done anything. They're absolutely just out of their mind with jealousy. This spy energy that they were using somebody to watch you and watch your movements, this is backfired. I literally feel like somebody could have been using a karmic reader to read your energy, and this karmic reader has lost their abilities now. Now they can't read anybody's energy. Well, this is why you don't open up doors on people without their consent. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy. Foolish. The fool. Literally, you're still going on this journey in the sunlight. I don't care what people say. I don't care what they think, and I don't care what their intentions are. It's not going to change the outcome of your destiny. And there's no amount of spying. These people can spy as much as they want. They can send as many gnats as they want. You can counteract the shit. You have been counteracting it, all of this stuff with your own divine power. And the fact that you're innocent counteracts all of this stuff. You're not going to fall into ruin. These people are, because that's what they're searching that. These people that harm children need to go away forever. Literally forever. And I feel like there's a whole nother case being brewed up against these people that they don't realize. Somebody could also be trying to stop you from having children. They could be doing like some type of magic on your sacral chakra to keep you from creating children. This also could be somebody that you had childhood memories with that's just extremely jealous and they've been trying to hide. This person hides in your energy. They feel like they're going to use your energy as some type of shield against the negative karma that's hitting them. And no. You're more powerful. Even as a child, okay, you're more powerful than these police officers, even as a child. Literally. Yeah, you're walking on sunshine. Yeah, go Pakistan. Wow, you were married there. That's awesome. That's amazing. Yeah, this strength card, like literally. Even as a child, you were more powerful than these people. And they don't understand that because they don't know what spiritual power is. You can call down judgment on these people and it's freaking over. And we do, by the way, we call down judgment because this is ridiculous. The Eight of Wands, yeah, they definitely went to some type of crossroads. They feel like this dirt they dug up on you is something that's going to help them expand. And I disagree. I feel like whatever they tried to dig up on you is not real. And they're going to try to bring it to a court of law and they're going to look really stupid. And that's why this person's lawyer is advising them not to get on the stand, not to talk about you, not to blame you for whatever their circumstances. You are not to blame. You are not to blame for why this person is being sacrificed. They are. And again, you being in the Queen of Cups energy, yeah, you're happily divorced now. You love that country, even you were briefly there. That's awesome. I love it that you guys have experience like that. It just makes you so much more of an interesting person. Yeah, you had time traveler friends who visit you a lot as a kid. They were nice. Cool. That is awesome, you guys. Yeah, I definitely had the Men in Black visit me when I was very young. And then when I saw the movies, I was like, oh yeah, I totally know about these people. Freaking love those movies. So yeah, this inheritance that these people are freaking out about, it does feel supernatural. Yeah, it's going to help you with this abundance. See, the Three of Cups is people coming together to celebrate. You could be being celebrated right now, literally. Also, you're going to find a new understanding of what abundance is and what the frequency of abundance is. I feel like you're healing relationship wounds with money because these people, for a while, their witchcraft was affecting you, but it's not it. Well, it was affecting you, like you were able to feel it, but it wasn't doing anything to change your life. It was just influencing you. Now it's not. It's like literally working on these people. The Page of Pentacles, yeah. They could have been doing this shit on you when you were like younger till now. They always, this is something that's been going on for a minute. So if you've had that feeling of somebody trying to put you away or something like that, it was like they spoke to your spirit, the Merkaba, into the future. Yeah. Beware of people trying to latch onto you so that they can, again, it's not going to be successful, but they just want an access to heaven and access to God. But again, these people will straight up lie to the Most High. So yeah, since you were 13, exactly. Since you were like younger person, these people have been messing with you. Yeah, very foolish. There could have been somebody from like your church, if you went to a church as a child, or some type of congregation or something like that. There's some type of witch that, you know, saw you and saw your light and was working on you. This person could have wanted you to come back to the church all of the time. They have a really weird obsessed energy. Obsessed and weirdo. Okay, is there anything else that we need to know? Yeah, they definitely didn't want to see you with anybody. They could be the reason that you're single now, Two of Cups, or that you're looking at getting an offer from the universe basically here with the Two of Cups. But you may not be with a certain person, or you could be this Empress and you're still waiting for your Emperor. Either way, these people tried to block that, and they tried to block it from you when you were younger because they knew that you had something good coming. These people were attached to the devil. You could have had a very difficult time as a teenager. You could have been bullied a lot. You were being harassed and stalked by this devil energy. Now this devil energy is not even negative for you. You've worked through this part of your shadow. This is affecting these people now. Isn't that crazy? My God. It's like the angels that were driving Pharaoh to chase after Moses so that they would all be unalived in the wave. That's the energy that I get. The devil is actually working on your behalf. Surprise, surprise. The Four of Swords. Yeah, personal battle ends. Truce or break in the fighting. Anxious feelings diminish. You could have been feeling very anxious because of this devil energy lingering around you. And again, even if you felt this like greedy, materialistic energy surrounding you, that still is not your energy. That was the energy of this lower vibing entity that loves to work through many different people. When I say that this is one entity working through all of these police officers, all of these people, you really just have one being, and for some reason what they're doing is they're setting these other people up to have to pay you money. Four of Swords. Literally, they're going to have some type of ending, like literally. Okay. Also, somebody could be trying to blame you for letting out something in the black cube of Saturn. What the hell is that about? I don't think that you released any imprisoned devil. Okay. If this is what the accusation is, you guys did not do that. Maybe you did something to better your life, but I don't feel like you did whatever these people are accusing you of, which is something spiritual. It's doing something spiritual, and I don't feel like you guys did anything wrong. Yeah, the Ace of Swords. This is confirmation. You didn't do nothing wrong. This love contract from the universe, the divine, this is not going to be messed with. Okay, you have an Ace of Swords protecting you, which is God pulling out the sword and chopping these people's heads off. So I really don't feel, I feel like some of you guys could have something to do with maybe part of a consciousness or your light being trapped in the box, but I don't feel like you did whatever these people are accusing you of. And whatever they're accusing you of, it sounds bad, but it's something that these people, that somebody else did through doing a ritual the wrong way. The Queen of Swords in the reverse. This is somebody that conceals their true emotions, vicious gossip, betrayal, not a true friend. This is the person that said that you did something. Yeah. The light that's trapped in the cube. This is what I'm literally being shown. And I'm also being shown like the lament configuration. So yeah, there's more than one box that these people are working with. It says, not a true friend, says what she thinks people wants to hear. She is envious of you. Do not trust this woman. She causes problems for you. I don't know who this could seriously be, that Queen of Wands person. She definitely is very envious of you, and she wants this light that's not hers. It's not her damn light. Why doesn't this person go within and access God? Seriously, this is weird. Oh my God, justice and judgment, you guys, is what fell out. You're joking, right? Like seriously, this person is causing you to get justice. Wow. So there may be another part of your consciousness that you gain access to, and that's released. You also have an Ace of Wands here. This is a lot of new creative endeavors. This is also you literally getting justice is evening out the scales. It's going to balance something. And these people are going to be left on the negative side of it. They're going to be upset. Again, this is definitely about a prophecy over your life because you've been in hermit mode. That's why these people have been watching you. They know that you're not doing whatever this bullshit is. You're not doing these rituals or whatever this bullshit is that these people are saying you're doing. Could be anything that they're lying about, but you're not doing it. The police know because they've been watching you be in hermit mode. They've been watching you. So they already know that you're not doing this shit. They know you're not a errorist, you know, without, you know what I'm trying to say? I don't want to be demonetized, but they know that you're not a threat to society. So, and somebody sitting in the hermit mode is not a threat to society, literally. It's Saturn's cult. Okay, that makes sense. Like somebody that's sitting in hermit mode is not a threat to society. So I don't, you know, and now if you were in hermit mode making bombs or some shit like that, I guess that would be different. But this is a completely different hermit mode. This is isolation that's caused by this cult being freaking obsessed with you since you were a child. And they could be attached to a religion or hiding behind the face of it or whatever. But still, this, and I'm like literally getting that there was somebody that wanted you to come back to this church or some shit like that. And you knew that there was something up with that. It's because you guys know how to go within and find the answer and you access God that way that these people are not able to pull this off. They're going to have to 8 of Cups this. They're definitely walking away. Hey, welcome in, Girl Gone. I'm doing good. I hope that you're having a good day as well. Yeah, they're going to have to 8 of Cups this. Walk away dissatisfied, disappointed. You know what I mean? They really, if these people have to take the stand, that's going to look really bad for them. And I feel like there are people in the judicial system that are a part of this cult, but they don't have power over you. So like somebody wants power of attorney over you and they're not going to get it. Point blank, period. You're showing up as the emperor. These people are not going to get what they want. And they may not be used to hearing the words no, but when it comes to your case, it's a no. Wow, the King of Swords and the Lovers. Literally, you could have somebody that is, you know, this King of Swords is not against you. This person is somebody that is in the judicial system that knows about this is a person that's like a Hierophant energy. Maybe they're a Mason. They know about your purpose and all they want is for you to complete it. That's all this person wants is for you to come together with this twin flame energy and to bring ascension to this world. So you've got some big heavy hitters that came out twice in this reading that are people that are God has put in specific spots to keep you protected, basically, and to give you justice. So yeah, you have people on your side, just like these people feel like they have other people on their side. You have people on your side. And this is part of your destiny. This is literally part of your destiny to be this, you know, magical person that inspires others and gives people hope. That's part of your destiny. These people can't destroy hope. They're going to, if they could, these people want to destroy your hope. They better go to Zeus. They better go to Pandora. They better go put that shit back in the box if they want to get rid of hope. That's what they need. Instead of trying to just mess with your life, and mess with your faith, they should just be going to Zeus and telling Zeus that he fucked up when he created Pandora and Pandora's box. Because these people truly hate that you have hope. Temperance, Archangel Michael, and the Lovers, Sagittarius energy. Archangel Michael coming in to rescue you. This is what I'm saying. And to rescue this love union that is meant to be. It's part of destiny. So yeah, let's get like 2 more cards, Spirit. Anything else that needs to be realized? Yeah, this King of Swords person, they were like maybe a private investigator, somebody in the judicial system. This person was getting the information about you spiritually, spying on you, and now they're on your side. At first they weren't, but now since they've gotten the information that you're here to help the planet, they're on your side. So again, never think that not anybody is against you. Okay, Girl Gone, I'm actually charging $20 per question. Yeah, so I will look at that if you send another $10 super chat. So this temperance energy is something that you guys have. This is like insured goodwill, good fortune. And also Archangel Michael is protecting something that you guys don't see. I don't think you guys have realized. Yeah, this is about your goals and your planning. This is about your creative goals. It says through careful planning, a goal and project long in your dreams will be realized. This is a new business idea. I also just felt a wave like overcome me. So you guys could be going to a body of water. It says anticipate regular obstacles and how you'll overcome them before they disappear. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Girl Gone. Okay, so yeah, the older woman guardian, this energy is like one of the strongest energies I've actually felt coming from. This could be an ancestor, but this feels like, you know how we have ancestors that are like to this life. Okay, this is not an ancestor that's from this life. This is an ancestor from another life. This person or being, I want to call them like a being of light. They're from the star system Sirius. Okay. Yeah, they're definitely talking about this mermaid lifetime that you had. Okay. So the star Sirius, they're all water planets, or they're water stars, I would say. There's still something with water that needs to be healed. Oh yeah, because being adopted, you're like, who are you? Yeah, because I don't get that this being was a 9 of Pentacles. So this is what they're helping you protect, your money and your possessions. I'm also getting that this being on the planet that they come from, they specialized in bringing people together and situations together and working with technology. So there's a lot of downloads here from this being. Like literally, there's a lot of downloads. Which deck is it? It's this one. Okay. So what they're trying to say to you, it's talking about how your dreams become your reality. Because when you were a child, Girl Gone, you would have dreams and then they would actually happen. And I feel like it's like you could be thinking about somebody and then you'll go out into the world and you'll actually see that person. So what I'm being told to tell you is that this is to help you remember a skill that you have. It's like with it's with matchmaking. You're welcome, Ragnarok. Yeah. Have a wonderful day, you guys. Anybody that's leaving the chat. But it says, make today your new beginning. Try to leave any past mistakes in the past. So yeah, this is basically also talking about your relationship with water. Don't allow them to weigh you down any longer. Move forward today with a confidence, knowing that you have better and brighter days ahead. So yeah, I'm getting a big message about drinking more water and charging your water with positivity, speaking positivity into it. There may be somebody, yeah, this is definitely about word magic. You know what I'm seeing in my mind's eye? I am seeing the being that's talking to me looks like one of the beings from the planet Avatar, or what the movie Avatar, but it's like a planet world and they're blue. Like I'm literally seeing that type of being. It's kind of giving me goosebumps. That's what's talking to me. And I feel like this being is really, really protective of you. It's extremely protective of you. And it's wanting you to bless your water because it could be a neighbor, somebody keeps speaking down. They're not even trying to curse you. They're trying to curse somebody else, but it's cursing the environment. So maybe in this other lifetime when you were an ancestor to this Syrian, because they are blue skinned, you basically helped heal the planet from sickness. It says, keep moving forward, even if you are unsure of what your next step is or where it may take you. Trust that you are walking the path you are meant to walk. Remember, we are all walking it with you. This is another thing why this energy is coming through so strong. Came in like a wave. like they're riding a wave. It says trust yourself more. If you pick up that there's anything going on around you or anything that's going on with your children, trust the information that you're getting, because your intuition, these beings are beings of intuition. They work very closely with the Pleiadians to help humans. Look past what you feel are your incapabilities. Instead, focus on everything that you have achieved so far. Yes. Okay. Because we could feel like we have a far way to go. But this is just saying, okay, acknowledging that you're basically, when you acknowledge your weaknesses, you can release them. But keep in mind that they don't define you. Your strength and your spiritual soul are clear for all to see. So people are seeing you truly as you are, as a beautiful being of light, somebody that's an inspiration and hope to other people. And somebody else wants to be like that too, but that's not their natural state. This is your natural state of existence. Oh, good. Good. I'm so glad. I am so glad that you're using the Apple prayer. That one is an awesome one. Yes, you guys. This is beautiful. Yeah, this being is straight up going to mess up anything that tries to come towards you. I'm also picking up on a Lyran life that you had. So I'm going to type those into the chat, Grogon, so you can look into them. So Syrian, Star Sirius. Okay, and then Lyran. And I don't know what constellation they come from, but they are lion beings. They're like lion human like hybrids, or lion and Anunnaki hybrids. So this is saying that being true to yourself in all ways. Not everyone will get you. They can only understand from their level of perception, which is absolutely truth. That's why, when people are hard on you, just be easy on them, because they don't know what they're doing. Just like Jesus is like, yeah, these people don't know what they're actually doing. It says that they can only understand from their level of perception. That's on them. No matter what people say, don't ever doubt your worth. Or the beauty that you hold within. Stand tall in your power. You are so much more powerful than these people. Absolutely, a family member from a past life. So you definitely had a lifetime both as one of the lion beings. You were some type of royalty is in Lyran. So if you look into that, I'm sure you'll find who you were. And then the Syrian star, you basically have been, that ancestor works with the Pleiadians now to help humans. But that was a water planet, though. Like, I just keep getting that there's something that needs to be healed with water, either drinking more water or taking a cleansing bath, praying over your water. Count all of your blessings, even the small ones. Show gratitude and appreciation for all that you have in your life and all that has yet to come into it. Your best days are still ahead of you. Isn't that a wonderful thought? Yeah, definitely changing your perspective about, what is it? They call it like, oh, they're in their prime. No, your entire life has been your prime. And this moment right now is the most important. It's the most important because you're awake now. It says, no matter how much you are being tested or pushed right now, stand your ground and push back. Like with this situation, each and every one of you was experiencing this situation of literally somebody trying to come up against you and not having any real reason to do so. And it says that believe in your own integrity and self-worth so much that no one can get in your way. Like I said, these idiot cops and stuff like that, they will try to get in people's minds and make them make false confessions and shit. And that's pretty much useless because it's not even getting the person that's responsible for anything. So it's like, if somebody is trying to curse you or they're trying to program you or make you believe in a certain type of thing, you always have the power to not have to believe in that. Right. And this says that you have the confidence to move forward. You can and will do this. Nobody's going to be able to stop you. It says you are doing your best and that is enough. Any difficulties you face will not last forever. Release the thoughts and feelings that don't feel good. That's the most important thing right there. Release the thoughts and feelings that don't feel good. Focus all of your energy on love, happiness, and your hopes and your dreams. And this is important because literally when you release that which doesn't serve you, it helps you get into the vortex with everything. All of your happiness, your hopes, and your dreams will all start falling into your lap. Yes, learning about family that still has your back means a lot. Absolutely. Absolutely. Trust yourself more. Know that you are in the right place at the right time. Opportunities will present themselves to you when they are meant to, all in divine timing. Get excited about the future again instead of fearing it. And whoever these people are, they want you to fear the future because they feel like they're going to be oppose some type of resistance. But who is going to come up against God? Like, this is what you need to keep reminding yourself, is that if God's got your back, then it doesn't matter who wants to stab you in the back. God has got you. And if God allows you to go through any type of trauma, it's only so that you learn and grow and become a better person. It could be that sometimes we have to go through what we've done to other people so that we can understand not to do it again, how it feels. And then sometimes we go through stuff that's just completely irrelevant, that we've never possibly done to anybody in this lifetime, but another lifetime we could have done something. And like, I don't mean to keep blaming the reptilians, but this Syrian life that you had, the reptilians were going from planet to planet, destroying the shit and destroying the resources, completely everything. Kind of like the story of Avatar. The humans go to the planet, they destroy everything. And so it's like, you have always been an advocate, and your ancestors are an advocate for planetary peace and for universal peace. And so they feel like you're involved in humanitarian work with this planet. Like, that's part of your purpose, is to bring peace here. And you being alive does this. Literally, you existing with your DNA, it is actually changing the planet. It says, if you think you are alone, you are not. We are beside you in all challenges that you face. Trust that outside sources will always be working with you to ensure the best outcome of every situation. We have your best interests at heart, and we love you. And this is like, oh my gosh, it just makes me feel so good, because knowing that you're loved by the ancestors, these people don't have the love of their ancestors. They don't have spiritual connections. They don't have beings that are going to come put themselves on the line to protect them. It says sometimes walking away is the only option, especially from these idiots. Okay. All you can do is, like anybody that's on this devil time, is just walk away from them. And if you have a child with anybody that's a devil, the best thing you can do is to not react to their retarded shit, because you can't expect people to change, right? You can expect yourself to change, but expecting other people to change is unrealistic. So it says, I mean, God can do anything, but trying to change anybody else is basically futile. It says that sometimes walking away is the only option, not because you want to make someone miss you or realize that they took you for granted, but because you finally respect yourself enough to know that you deserve better. And that's the point that this Syrian energy is saying, is that's it right there. Knowing when to walk away because you deserve better, not because you want somebody to miss you, but because you know that you deserve better. Accept where you are at this moment in time. Only then you can begin to move forward. Be clear about your intentions. This would be a great time to clarify your intentions for the planet and for yourself. This makes us easy. It makes us easier. This makes us easier for us and the universe to help you. So basically, by making that clear intention of what you want to do and create, it makes it easier for the universe to help you, because they have the specific details that are needed. It says doors will open unexpectedly. Be ready. So be ready for this change, because wherever they were telling you no, they're going to start telling you yes. Like, it's the last will be first and the first will be last. Make it your mission to accept all parts of you, the good and what you perceive to be your imperfections. I can promise you that God has made you wholly perfect. Okay. And just like in Genesis, it says, let us make man in our image. I know that's fucked up, but like, let us make that. I just think it's the Anunnaki, playing God, but whatever. Let us make man in our image. Why didn't they do that with the reptilians? Like, sorry. Maybe there's a reptilian deity. I don't know. Maybe what? Yig? It may be Yig. I mean, Yig's not even claiming those reptilians, so possibly not. You definitely have a lot of protection. That is, I would not mess with these beings. Yog Sothoth, Yeah. Make it your mission to accept all parts of you. That's doing the inner work where you accept even the darker parts, and be easy on yourself. Know that, like, it's a normal reaction to get frustrated or upset or angry when people come do stuff to you. That's a normal reaction, but you still can choose to think whatever thoughts you want to think. You can choose how you're going to look at something and how you're going to react to it. That's the part that you can control. And then trying not to let other people get you upset or get you, feeling out of your body in any type of way, because that's basically their intention, is to try to make you look bad. And you don't look like a bad parent. You don't look like a bad person. You don't look like a bad anything, not in the eyes of God. It says, don't allow negative emotions to fester. This is exactly what I'm talking about. Because holding on to a grudge against somebody else is never going to hurt that person. It's, holding on to grudges is like drinking a bottle of poison yourself and then thinking that it's going to poison somebody else. If you engage in the anger and the frustration, and there's so many things we can all be pissed off about with the politics, with these fucking idiots, like straight up idiots trying to get you caught up with the police, with all this situation, but it doesn't serve like that negative energy of holding on to, being so frustrated is what feeds this demonic presence that works through people. And so they feed off of these lower vibrations, these weird reptilians. I would literally, I feel like the Syrian energy that you have is coming forward to tell this reptilian that their time is done. They need to back the F up. This is also talking about how, and if you have cancer in your family lineage, do not hold on to negative emotions. When you hold on to hatred for men, this is why a lot of women have breast cancer. Betrayal and hatred from men, it will cause breast cancer. I'm not picking up on breast cancer for you, but I am telling you that if you were to find out, Grogan, a little bit about your genetic history with your family, you would maybe find some things out, and it's good to be aware of it, because I say this because if you know that, like let's say pre-diabetes. So if you were to find out, and I'm not saying that this is the truth, but this is an example. But if you were to find out that your family has pre-diabetic or diabetic stuff in it, then you could take the proper actions now to change your diet, knowing that there's like a pre-existing condition genetically in your family. You can take the proper steps now to avoid that and sidestep it and basically be the generational curse breaker, right? Because diabetes is caused by an attack on the self-esteem. So yeah, not allowing the negative emotions to fester. And if you're feeling frustrated, it could help you to write your frustration or what you're upset about down and then burn it. Okay, that way you're getting rid of it and you're releasing it. Doing a releasing ceremony or a releasing meditation. Anytime you feel angry or hurt, for example, would be a good time to meditate. Just acknowledge that. You can even, like, by you not denying the way that you feel, it's going to help you release these emotions. And some of these emotions may be stored up from childhood. So this is going to be a very beautiful period of releasing a lot of heaviness that's been on the heart. It says, instead of fighting your feelings, go with them and work with them. Then true healing can really begin. Yeah, perhaps you are reminded all too often just how quickly the phases in your life can shift, one change after another. Yeah, if you change this negative vibration, any type of anger or hurt you're holding on to, it's going to be shift after shift, but for the better. It says one can change after another. You are learning to adapt and grow. Be kind and gentle with yourself. There's no need to be hard with yourself. Make sure you're getting a lot of rest, but also that you're connecting with nature, because what I'm being shown literally, Grogan, is that when you go into nature, it's almost like nature cloaks you. So when these people look for your energy, they have to go through Mother Gaia. You have Gaia actually protecting you. And so this is why their attacks don't work. And you could be picking up some negative elemental energy and sensing that, but it's just for you to transmute into love. Because like I said, there's nothing in this world that is against you. If God is for you, then who can be against you? I mean, people can try, but again, they're not going to be successful at that. It says that you are not moving too slowly. Drop the self-induced pressure. You are at the sweet spot between taking care of yourself and still making advancements on your goals. On this path, there is no such thing as being behind. Smile, breathe, and carry on. Literally, you're not late. You didn't miss anything. There's no blessings that passed you by. I want you to know that. Somebody wants you to feel like by dropping them as a friend or a lover that you missed out on a blessing. You did not miss out on a blessing. You are still here. You are going to receive your blessings and what God has for you. Point blank, period. You're still alive. You're still here breathing. So the blessing goes to you. And I feel like you had somebody that was jealous of you your entire life, sweetie. Literally, your entire life. And now they judge you because of your sexuality, which is ridiculous. This person is messed up. You just have to forgive these people because, like I said, they, just like Christ said, they don't know what they're doing. If it is meant to be, it will be. You won't have to force it, convince, or worry over it. Yeah, anytime you're worrying over something, it's always suffering twice. Because what you've put your focus on, you will create. And so if you worry, you're basically creating that problem. But if you give it over to God, God will handle it. It says, let it flow. Let it be and let it come to you. You are attracting everything that you need. Trust in the timing of your life. This is the right time for you to access your spiritual abilities and use them to heal the planet and just to enjoy your life. This is like you being in your golden period, but it lasting forever. If you pay close attention, you will notice all the doors that were once closed. I was just saying that all the doors that were shut, all the no's you were getting are being turned into yeses. It says all the doors that once closed are opening up, just in a different form. Things may not appear exactly as you had envisioned, but they may end up being better than what you had envisioned. Sometimes we think we know what we want, but God has something even better in mind for us. Okay, let's get one more and then I'll let you guys go. Have more faith in yourself. Remember I said that somebody was trying to attack your guys' faith. Have more faith in yourself, girl gone. You have got this. Be proud of how you are navigating every curveball that life throws at you. How you deal with those times shows your inner resilience. Nothing can break that. That in itself is inspiration for others. Keep shining your light. So this is confirmation to keep shining your light. Oh my gosh, this is so cool how this is exactly what the ancestors been trying to tell you. Also, it may help you to heal. Like if you have something that is weighing on your mind, you may want to write it down on a piece of paper and put it in a bowl of water. Water for you is going to be one of your most powerful elements, is what I'm being told, working with air and water. And so, yeah, I would definitely be, speaking your wishes into the wind and going out to bodies of water like rivers, streams, lakes, that type of energy, and interacting with those energies. That's really going to cleanse you. And then just like taking spiritual baths. I mean, you can basically make your water become very, very powerful, and it will create miracles for you. So that's what I'm getting, is that this water energy that's coming through is bringing a lot of a success to you, and it's also bringing higher consciousness. Okay, you guys, I hope that this reading helped you. Just know that these people are going to have to, either tell the truth or they're going to get in trouble. Like they're already in trouble, and this devil energy has got your back. It's betraying these people. I mean, I don't know who told these people that the devil is a liar. These people just didn't know that when they started to work with the devil. They didn't realize, oh, the devil is a liar. No shit, right? But yeah, what these people wanted for you will happen to them, and you may pity these people, but God feels like it would be better them than you. And if they are so adamant about your downfall, then they can experience the downfall themselves if they're so adamant about it. Because these people really tried to play God in your life, and these people are not God. They don't even know God, and they don't believe in God. Because if they did believe in God, if they did believe in anointings and stuff like that, these people would not have tried to do this to you straight up. If they believe, but God is going to teach them. Oh yeah, God, through your experience with them, God is giving these people a testimony. So they're going to have a testimony in the future. All right, you guys, thank you for making it to the ending of this reading. I appreciate you guys being here. I'm seeing this quote. It says, God is within her. She will not fail. Psalms 46:5. All right, you guys, I love you. I'm sending you air hugs and lots of support. Okay, Girl Gone, don't forget to look into the Syrian people and the Lyran people. You're going to get a lot of downloads from that. Okay. All right, you guys, know that God loves you. Know that I love you as well. Until the next reading, peace be with you. Please like the video, subscribe, hit the notification bell. All that stuff is really important. Thank you guys so much. And I'll see you in the next reading. Bye. Have a good day, you guys. Remember, go out into nature because Gaia loves you.